Hey guys, it's Mark Vogt with VOGTLAND Outdoors. Today's lesson is a specific response to a comment that I got from, I think, HYENA Man in Canada. HYENA Man, HYENA 74, or HYENA 87? Yeah, that's what it was. I'll just call you HYENA Man. This one is for you. You talked about, you're overcomplicating how easy it is to do string walking. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is look at these 4 bags that are really at very realistic distances when you're hunting, and you're going to see that I can actually string walk, shift my fingers, shift my drawing point in with respect to the nocking point of the bow. I can do that without even looking at it while I'm watching the target. And I'm going to try in this video to let you guys see what's actually going on. But first, the intro. We're going to try some experiments here because I've never tried teaching this to a camera. Usually I've got a student that's watching me shift my fingers as I look at the target. But you're going to watch me now. I'm going to hold this down where I can't see it. I'm going to start looking at the different targets out there. I'm going to start looking at the different targets out there, and you're going to watch here. I'm not. In fact, let's turn this. Nah, we're going to have to just try this. I'm going to actually call out the distances as I look at the target. You're going to be watching what this looks like on the string. So I'm going to put my head way over here. You're not even going to see I can't see my fingers. And I'm going to look here, and I see the target first coming in. It's a deer. It's way down there at that leftmost bag. And that leftmost bag is right around 40 yards. So I'm going to count down 1, 2 fingers. And right in the middle there, that's 40 yards. My thumb is already there, ready to go. I'm at the 40-yard mark, and I didn't even see my fingers yet. Now that deer starts to come in a little bit. It's coming into 30. I know that 30 is a 10-yard difference. It's a half a finger difference from where I was. So I just find right here with my thumbnail the middle of my finger, and I see the middle of my finger, and I shift down. Now I'm at 30 yards. But no, the deer keeps coming. The deer keeps coming. Now he's at 20. 20 is just another 10 yards from where I was. So I start at the top of my finger. I go down about a half of a finger width right there, and now I'm at a 20-meter mark. The deer starts coming in. I go in and I actually draw. And right here, right now, I'm already at a 20-meter gap, ready to plug that deer. And not once did I look at my fingers. You can use the beauty of using a VOGTLAND string walking and using your fingers for the gauge, so that you already have these fantastic landmarks. You have the gap that's in between your fingers. You can feel that with your thumbnail. 1 finger, 2 fingers, there's 20. 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 fingers, there's 20. Up a half a finger, there's going to be my 30-yard gap. But I can go down like this to start. I can go down like this to start without even having to look at what's going on, and I know I'm at a 20-meter gap. If I need to go down another half a finger, I know what a half a finger feels like. My thumbnail is going to be splitting the middle of this pad of my finger. So that thumbnail tells me where I need to shift. I pinch right there, and now I'm at a 10-meter gap. I need to go up a half a finger. Now I'm at a 20. I need to go up again. Now I'm at a 30. I need to go up again. Now I'm at a 40. I never once looked at what I was doing, and yet I have a gap that I need for a particular shot. That way my eyes can be actually watching the target without moving my head, without doing anything. So that what you're doing is sitting there watching the deer. You're leaning in your tree. You're strapped up. You're leaning forward with all your weight against that strap. It's the difference between life and death, between a good shot and a bad one. As soon as you see the deer before he sees you, you're already up like this. You want to be pointing at the deer before you even take the shot. This is not the motion just before you take the shot. The deer will see this. They will see motion like this. Even if it's in tree branches, they're going to notice you against the background. So you're slowly bringing your target up like this, and you're point on the deer. But now you're trying to decide what distance you should have. He starts off at 40. You're already down 1.5 fingers. And as he comes in closer, you're going down a half a finger. As he comes in closer, you're going down a half a finger until you get your shot. Then all he sees is the draw like this. And deer don't see things coming and going at them very well at all. They have eyes on the sides of their head. They're prey. They don't have eyes in the front of their head. They don't have stereoscopic vision. They don't see distances. They don't calculate distances well. Instead, their eyes are trained for motion, sideways motion. So you already have your bow up like this. You're already at 40 meters, staring the deer down. You haven't drawn yet. You don't need to. You're in the right position, and all you need to do is adjust from 40 to 30, from 30 to 20, draw back, and the deer's not going to see that picture. And not once did you actually, again, Hyena Man, not once did you actually have to look at your fingers if you're using VOGTLAND string walking. If you're saying that a half a finger is 10 meters, if you're saying 3 fingers is my 20-meter mark, then you have all these different landmarks on your fingers to adjust for any distance that you see. Now, how do you know what the distance is for a deer out in the woods? You've already marked it. You're sitting up in a tree, and if you did it right, you've already marked off all the different trees in the area that you know where they're at. You know that they're 30, you know that they're 20, you know that they're 15, you know that they're 10. You know where they are. So when the deer crosses those landmarks, that tells you what distance you need to calculate. Only now you don't even have to look at your fingers to do that. Hyena Man, I hope you found that useful. The rest of you that are all learning to string walk for the purpose of hunting, you just saw one of the other virtues of VOGTLAND string walking. You don't need to even see your fingers to be able to find the 20-meter gap, the 30-meter gap, the 40-meter gap, the 50-meter gap, the 60-meter gap, the 70-meter gap, the 90-meter gap, the shift down 10-meter gap, the 10-meter distances rather. You don't even need to look at it. You just need to learn to feel it. Go practice that out on the field. I'd love to hear your comments. This is Mark Vogt with VOGTLAND Outdoors, and we'll see you out there.
Clear.
Cut. Clear.